There's a study in which people who were living in the shadow of a dam reported being increasingly concerned about the potential for a breakage in that dam and the flooding away of their livelihoods and their lives. The closer that they got to the dam, it was directly correlated, except for those people living in the direct shadow of the dam. They reported being unconcerned. And that, I believe, is where you need to be, closest to the dam. Because whether it's WWF saying that we have less than 60 harvests left, the sixth mass extinction, the rise of automation, and the summoning of the demon of superhuman AI, or the fourth industrial revolution and the automation and robots that will replace a large chunk of the workforce in a way that was perhaps seen by the Luddites and later on by Ted Kaczynski, among others, but is now being seen again with more accuracy and more despair and indeed more hand-wringing than before. All of these different things, the plastification of our oceans, the dead zones, the precarious nature of human survival on this planet, the exponential population growth due to the industrialization and the use of past sunlight stored in fossil fuels. All of these things, we can look into them, but Nietzsche says if we look too long into the abyss will look back into us, and that's true. And therefore, you need to get to that step, the shadow of the dam. You need to be closest to the dam. Every step takes you to that point where you realize that supreme memento mori. You will die. Everybody has, and everybody will. And it might be today, and it might be tomorrow, but it will be in the future. And how it happens, and how the world and the environment changes to perhaps accelerate that change is, at this point, largely irrelevant. Because the real joy is realizing that we're alive. The real joy is in realizing that to be alive, to have hands, for example, is incredibly unlikely. And unlikely also to be able to perceive the beauty of nature, to find nature itself beautiful, to enjoy the experience of merely existing. The question is, why is there something and not nothing? But it's an unanswerable question, and really the joy is in living it. Life is not a scene to be contemplated, but a paradise to be lived, to be experienced. And therefore, if you look into the abyss of the potential crises that may bring about the extinction of many large mammal species, as it is doing, which may include our own civilization and perhaps all life on Earth, the life that you live will be staring into an abyss, wasted. And therefore, get close to the dam. Think of every new piece of fresh, bad news as one step closer to the point where you can relinquish it all and just be, just exist, and just enjoy the beauty of life, the nature of nature, and the sheer joy of just living. Practice conscious gratitude for the life, the opportunities, and the experience that you have. Get close to the dam and enjoy.